crocheting nonstop, like night and day, couldn't stop, like very obsessive. They look so cute. I love all the colors. She's going crazy back there. Okay, so I am back and ready to finish the project that I started a few weeks ago, which is gonna be this makeup bag, granny square makeup bag, crochet makeup bag. I made 6 squares a few weeks ago, so I'm gonna make 6 more squares now and then combine them, put them together to make the makeup bag. So I figured this would be a good video to make. It's honestly pretty beginner friendly, so if you're new to crocheting, then this could be maybe a new project for you to try. I did use a whole bunch of different colors for this project, but honestly, you could use all the same color, you could use 2 colors, whatever really you have, anything works. This project is made up of just the most basic kind of granny square there is. I don't know if it has a specific name to it, but if you look up just like granny square tutorial on YouTube, there's like hundreds of videos you could find. So I'm not gonna go too into detail about it right now. I think if you get anything out of this video, it'll probably be how I end up constructing the bag. So that will probably be more useful in this tutorial. If you are looking for a granny square tutorial, like I said, there's hundreds of different videos you can watch. Oh, Sienna, sorry. Like I said, there's hundreds of different tutorials you could watch online that would probably explain it a lot better than I can. But for now, just come along with me while I finish making the rest of these squares, and then we'll start assembling and get to the fun part. So right now I'm gonna make another blue square. So for these squares, I am starting with the darkest color in the middle and then going out to the white, so it kind of gives like an ombre effect. You can see it with the orange too. It's kind of giving ombre. I'm sorry, you could hear the dog in the background. Sienna, what are you doing? What are you doing? Girl, you good? She's going crazy back there. Where was I? So that's it. That's literally all there is to this granny square. If you know how to do a double crochet, then you could easily make this. So very beginner friendly. So I am gonna go ahead and throw on the new episode of Survivor, finish off the rest of these squares, and then I'll probably report back to you when it's time to assemble everything. So as you guys know, I am newly engaged. I have a lot of fun wedding content in mind that I'm planning on filming. I'm thinking of doing like a whole planning series just because I just got engaged like last week, and so planning is gonna take a while, and you know, we're probably gonna do like at least a year engagement. So there's plenty of time and plenty of content ideas that I'm thinking of making, and I'm really excited. I don't know if anybody else who is engaged or married has this problem, but I feel like my band, it has these side stones. I don't know if you can see. And I'm obsessed with them. They're like floating diamond band. They're so pretty, except they're kind of uncomfortable because anytime my ring shifts over, those side stones will hit my side fingers here and here. And so I'm just feel like I'm constantly trying to like keep it in a sweet spot so it's not kind of pressing against my other fingers. I know, first world problems over here. I wouldn't have it any other way though. I'm obsessed with my ring, but I've just noticed that like it is a little bit uncomfortable. I think maybe it'll just take some getting used to, most likely, but I notice it like especially now crocheting because my fingers are like really close together while I'm holding my project. And so I'm just like, oh, it's like getting a little bit uncomfortable. Hopefully I don't sound like super annoying. Yeah, I don't know, it's just a little bit uncomfortable. So if you guys have that same issue, let me know. Let me know if it just takes some time getting used to it. I still, every day, I'm like, oh my gosh, I have this thing on my finger. Like, I'm just still not used to it. So hopefully it'll get better over time. You guys let me know. I don't know how people feel about these crochet videos because I know some of my subscribers, even though I know there's not many of you, a lot of you guys don't actually crochet. So this probably isn't like the most interesting content for you guys, but I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out my niche, I guess. I'm kind of a jack of all trades, not to like pat myself on the back by any means. It's more just I have a lot of different hobbies that I like to do. I like to read, love to crochet, and yeah, just a whole bunch of different things I like to do. And so I'm still trying to figure out like what exactly I want to share on the channel and what maybe isn't worth sharing. But to me, I love watching crochet videos. There's like a lot of crochet vlogs that I like to watch. I've seen videos of like 24 hours of crocheting, things like that, like challenge videos, which I feel like could be fun to make eventually. So we'll see. It would be my motivation to finish the project because honestly, if you crochet, you know it's kind of hard to finish projects just because it takes so long. Like it's such a commitment. And I feel like I just have other things going on. So half the time I start a project and I don't finish it for like a long time. So I think that would be a fun video to make. But yeah, like I mentioned at the beginning of this video, I don't know that I'm really gonna do like tutorials so much just because I don't know if I'm like experienced enough. Like obviously I can crochet, but I just think if you're interested in learning how to crochet, there's probably a lot better channels out there that could help you. I'm hoping mine can be more sort of just project ideas. Like if you're a crocheter and maybe you want to make this makeup bag, for example, maybe this could be inspo for your next project. But yeah, I don't know that I'm gonna really be doing like tutorials or anything just because I think you could find a lot better tutorials out there, a lot better than anything I can provide you guys. So I'll probably just make more like vlog style content, or maybe I'll inspire you to learn how to crochet and then let me know in the comments below if you want to learn. I could try to link you to some people that I learned from when I first started crocheting. So I feel like I'm due for a new yarn shopping trip, which if you saw my yarn stash, you'd be like, Sam, you're actually insane. Because do I need new yarn? No. However, I have not shopped for new yarn in months. Like seriously, I don't remember the last time I bought yarn. I've been so good lately. I've been dwindling down the stash that I have, and I just feel like it's time to reward myself. And it's time to go get new yarn. So for my next crochet video, I'm thinking I'm gonna include a good yarn shopping trip beforehand. So that'll be fun. It's definitely intimidating, but it is fun to film in public. My two friends and I filmed in Barnes & Noble the other day, which I don't know if that video is gonna come out before or after this one. It depends on how quickly I can read the books in that book vlog video that I'm gonna be posting. But we had like the best time just vlogging throughout the Barnes & Noble. I bought these little mics, like mini mics that we were holding, and honestly we had a blast. I think we spent like an hour and a half in Barnes & Noble just like yapping our heads off, and it was so much fun. So I feel like I could drag my friends to Michael's too, even though neither of them really crochet, but I could drag them along and do some vlogging in the store. I just feel like it's funny and it's a good time. I also wanted to mention that this doggy that I have here, she's sadly not mine. I just dog sit her a few times a week because I do work from home. So she's able to just hang out here while I work. But I actually met her owner obviously, through Rover. So I was doing Rover for a few months, probably like a year ago now. And her owner reached out to me asking if I could watch Sienna a few days a week because he works not far from here, so he just drops her off on his way to work and then picks her up on his way back. He connected on Rover and then he just started like paying me separately on Venmo so that Rover doesn't take any of the fees. And it worked out perfect. I don't actually do Rover anymore. She's the only dog I watch anymore just because unfortunately not every dog is as easy as she is. She literally just like chills on my couch all day long. I'll try to take her on walks and she's just like not into it. If it's a nice day out, she'll go and just like lay on the grass outside, but she's not really into like walking, which is easier for me, so it works out. But yeah, she's my little buddy. But if you were curious as to who the heck this dog is in my videos, she's not mine, but I just dog sit her from time to time and I love her so much. She's my little buddy. Okay, I'm gonna connect my panels now. So this is the front panel and then my back panel I'm gonna do afterwards. So I lined them up in an order that I like, and now I'm gonna take my white yarn and I'm just gonna connect them doing single crochets. So I'm gonna do a long connection down the middle and then one here and one here so that it's just one big panel. So I have both of my panels now completed. They look so cute. I love all the colors. Originally I was thinking I would add 2 side ones and 3 bottom pieces, but I'm just scared it's gonna be too big. It's already pretty big for what I need it for. So I'm thinking I'm just gonna attach it here, here, and here, and that'll be my full bag. I just wanna use it for like my everyday stuff, so it really doesn't need to be very big at all. So I think this will be plenty big. So I'm gonna attach these 2 panels together, and then I think I'm just gonna do like a either single crochet or double crochet border around the top. And then that should really be it. And then I'll probably line it and add a zipper eventually. Let's attach these 2 panels together. Okay, so I finished putting them together. The way I connect my squares is I flip them wrong sides or right sides together, and then I slip stitch along the wrong sides. So that's why you could see all my loose ends. Normally, here's where people would weave in their ends so it looks prettier. However, we are going to line this bag So it's gonna hide all of these ends anyways, so we don't need to worry about it. But I am gonna cut them just a little bit, just in case. Sometimes when they're too long, they can like peek through the front holes, even with the liner. So I'm just gonna shorten some of these strings and then flip it inside out, and then I'll come back to you. So the bag is basically done. It has its shape now. It's looking very cute. The last thing I'm gonna do to it before adding the liner, I'm gonna do a few rows of double crochet on top just to make it look a little more finished and sort of just like symmetrical. I'll check back in after like 2 rows. I might want to add some more just to make it maybe a little bit taller, but we'll see how it looks after 2 rows of double crochet. So just checking back in, I added 2 rows of the double crochet on the top. So you can probably see what I mean. It just looks more finished and cleaner. But I do think I'm gonna add just 1 more row because I'm gonna add a zipper to the bag eventually. So I feel like it'll need a little bit more space up top here. So I'm gonna add 1 more row and then that'll be it. The bag is all finished. I did all the crocheting, so all that's left is to line it and add a zipper. But I think I'm gonna do another separate video for that because I don't know, not everybody lines their bags, and so maybe you might not be interested in that, so I figured I'd just make a separate video for it. I'm really happy with how this turned out. It's obviously pretty flimsy right now because it's just the yarn, but when you add the lining to it, it'll give it a lot more structure and it'll look a lot more neat and just like professional, honestly. Excited to see the final product, but for now, I think the crochet came out super cute. I love the colors. This will be super good for just everyday use for makeup and things like that. So really happy with how this turned out. Hopefully some of you maybe gained some inspiration. Let me know if you try this out. Definitely message me with some of your creations. I'd love to see. And if you want to see more crochet videos, definitely let me know what kind of videos you like to see. If you like more tutorial style videos, then maybe I could try to tackle that more instead of me just yapping at you the whole video like I kind of did this one. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!